Okay, guys, I'm back. But from the previous video, I was talking about how Black Europeans colonized the Americas. I provided Benjamin Franklin's quote to them, called the Black Europeans being majority of Europe before coming over to America. Um, and then I just talked about how Black Europeans painted themselves as indigenous, and claimed that they were the ones in the paintings. That's why, or it could have been a white painter, but I believe they were black painters. So yeah, so we're gonna go to the next painting. So we got this one, this black Negro looking dude, a male a male savage of Terra del Fuego, wearing necklace, beaded belt, fur skin, and carrying a bow and arrow. Hand colored copper plate engraved from a drawing by Johann Ilhi from Ibn Ezra Srilli's Universal System of Natural History, 1794, in Argentina. Okay. So we're gonna type in Johann Ilhi. That sounds like a Dutch. Johann. I don't know how to spell his name. But I don't think his name exists, but let me see. Oh, I spelled it wrong. Oh, there we go. German. So they said this dude, this so-called white person, said that they found this savage in there. Now this is kind of weird, but like I told y'all, I don't believe. I think this is an actor. I don't believe that's the person who painted. I believe it was a black person who painted this, and then they just made up some shit. They made up some shit saying he was a savage. So I believe this was a black German painter. I could be wrong, but I believe this was a black German painter. So let me tell you why. All right, we type in King James. Who do they show you? Oh my gosh, who do they show you? Show you this person. But then we type in Negro. Oh, it's already there. All right. You find the real King James. Right. When you type, let me see. Show the drawer. They might show the drawer. Shoot. Let me see. Someone talking about brunette was for dark skinned people. Get out of here. All right, so now we type. I'm not sure they're gonna do King Edwards. Let's try though. King Edwards, black. I don't think they got a photo of him. I think it was King Henry. But I'm saying there's a lot of black photos of the kings. They paint white versions instead of black versions. So I'm just trying to show you that if you type in the painter and they show a white person, that doesn't mean that they were actually white. So but I believe that these paintings that they say white people saw come, no, that was black people that painted it, and white people pretend to be those people. Or it could be white people making these paintings. So yeah. But yeah, that's to answer your question. The colonizers, right? The colonizers were them, the black Europeans, not the white person. The white person, this is where they come from. white cargo, slavery, black people own whites. Historically, the primary dynamic and was the enslavement of Europeans by North Africans. Nope. Whites were enslaved in North Africa to African barbarian pirates, and then they were sent to black Europeans to work on the plantation. So, yeah. Now we're going to show you what the indigenous person really looks like, and what they trying to say that they are. So, you type in indigenous people, right? You find these people, Native Americans. These are indigenous people. Okay? Straight hair, dark skin. Now, what they try to say is, well, there are some, Indians with curly hair, right? There's some Indians with curly hair. Well, there's Hindu people with curly hair. There's Southeast Asian Mongoloid people with curly hair. That don't mean you're black. You may have some admixture, but that don't mean you're black. All right, so let's our Negro, right? So let's type in the Australoid. You see this person? He has curly hair. He can grow a beard. Guess what? He ain't black. So let's pull up that black Native American painting, right? I want to find that one. I can't find it. We'll put I think it's Aztec, right? Here it is. So they love to talk about how they found this in a Mayan statue, and that this person had a beard. I don't think it was that one. It was this one. No, it was this one. My bad. Like you see how it's not that one. I think it's this one. Yeah, it is that one. Yeah. So they like to say this person had a beard. But he can grow a beard too, and he's not black. Let's put India. Hold up. India, curly hair. Man. You see this? This man can grow a beard and has curly hair. And he could probably make darker skinned children too. I'm not saying that the Indians were Hindu. I'm just saying that the Native Americans came from Asia, so they probably already mixed with people from Asia. And then they kept that admixture and came over here. It wasn't mixture with Negroes. Right? So let's show what is it? Oh yeah, it's another one. Like there were Native American slaves, right? There were Aztec slaves. They try to say these are not black people. These are Canaanites, man. These are straight haired Canaanites. There were so many different nations of Canaan over here. And then they try to talk about Lucia. So they said her DNA, right, resembling those of indigenous Australians, Melanesians, and Negritos. So look at the Australian Aboriginal people, right? Not all of them are Negro. Like this, that's not a Negro. His hair is straight. He has straight hair. So what I'm saying is, just because they have dark skin, don't mean they are Native American. But yeah, that should answer your question. If you don't, then you're gonna have to go to Lex Will and find that out. But I'm letting you know they are not. To answer your question, those illustrations were most likely painted by Black European painters. Okay. But yeah, all praise to the Most High, higher, higher, and I'm out.